Tropical storm Eta is causing a mess, especially when it comes to the forecast. It's not as clear cut as you might think it would be, considering the forecast cone, which takes in a northerly direction and then into the northeastern Gulf. But there are still many variables that we do have to consider, and those variables can make an outcome much different from what's being depicted here. So the cone of forecast movement does include the entire region, but it also includes areas as far east as Jacksonville. It includes the Nature Coast area north of Tampa. It includes the western side of the Panhandle. So there are many things that we're going to have to try to go through in the next couple minutes to try to fine tune a lot of those details. A lot of the thinking yesterday, the trends were more like this would move north and then maybe make a jog to the west. But now we're seeing maybe that front that's going to approach the tri-state area Thursday could be a little stronger, maybe a little more capable of moving towards the east. So that means it would take this system and maybe nudge it more to the northeast. And I think that's what many of the guidance is beginning to hone in on, that the front could be a little more capable of keeping it on a more north path and then maybe curving it to the northeast. But as it moves to the north, it encounters cooler waters just off the coast of the Tampa Bay area and the Big Bend and Appalachia Bay. Plus, there's still quite a bit of dry air, especially on the west and south end of this system. Good bit of moisture right now, helping it to thrive. But as it encounters the dry air and those cooler water temperatures in the northeastern Gulf, that yellow shade indicates where tropical storm force winds are more likely. They start to fade out with the effects of that front. And you might notice, at least in this depiction, there's a little more of a creeping of the center of that circulation towards the Nature Coast area. That would be around Citrus, Levy County in the northern side of the west coast. So if that were to happen, our western areas would actually have more of a dry pattern, and a lot of the rain could be shunted off in our eastern areas. So there is still going to be the expectation for gusty trends in the offshore waters, rough surf, maybe occasional tropical storm force gusts, but it could be confined to offshore areas and the immediate coast, while inland areas, like I said, tri-state areas based off of this could be a lot drier than our Swanee River areas,